This is Toria. This is Preston. This is Chris. This is Kayla. And this is Faith. And she'll be our camera woman.
Okay.
Imagine that you live somewhere where free speech is one of the top priorities of that society. And then, all of a sudden, some things that some people say are randomly censored. Now imagine that you're streaming on the highway. There's no traffic at all, no cars in sight. And all of a sudden, some cars apart go into the highway, causing traffic. Keep thinking on this, and imagine that to your left is a lane that, if you pay a fee of $30, you can pass by the traffic without any worry. All of these examples relate to one thing: net neutrality. Net neutrality is a principle that internet service providers, or ISPs, should enable access to all content and applications, regardless of the source, without favoring or blocking particular products or websites. As of recently, net neutrality was recently repealed in 2018, should I say. And this poses much threat to the internet. We must realize that without net neutrality, ISPs will be allowed to block content, they will be allowed to disrupt internet traffic, and they will be allowed to offer paid prioritization of internet fast lanes. With that in mind, let's take a look at how internet service providers can block content. Perhaps most threatening, ISPs have the ability to block any content which they deem negative. Anything positive of one company or anything negative of their own company could be blocked. For instance, as Ferguson Sullivan states in 2019, AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon had blocked Google Wallet to retain their own e-payment systems. So any customer of Google Wallet could not purchase or make any transactions while using those internet providers. Also, from the same article by O'Sullivan, he states that Comcast has been found to be blocking torrenting applications while working with entrepreneurs from Hollywood in order to prevent any sort of interaction on these websites. Along with that, internet service providers can also slow down or entirely block internet traffic. Alongside that, they can block content. They can also block or slow down traffic. By internet traffic, I mean the rate at which a download, application, or website takes to process. And this can be a lot of different things, from an app on your phone, or just going up to your favorite social media. For instance, in 2012, in a 2012 article by Lori J. Fundukian, Comcast had been found in 2007 to be disrupting traffic to promote certain websites. In the same year, the FCC or the Federal Communications Commission had caught Comcast doing it, and they tried them in court, and they were successful in doing so. However, in 2010, the DC Circuit District Court of Appeals had overturned that court case ruling, and eventually they decided that Comcast could continue disrupting internet traffic. Similarly, in a different article by the same author, Fundukian states that in 2009, Google accused Google Voice of blocking certain calls in areas that would require Google to pay more to process their services. Alongside slowing down and blocking internet traffic, without net neutrality, and to make up for the outrage caused by slowing down this traffic, ISPs will offer paid prioritization lanes. What are paid prioritization lanes? Think back to the example on the highway. To your right or to your left is a lane that if you pay a fee of $30, you can get by into a faster and less traffic lane. Now think about having to do that. For each and every website and application you use, and see if you would want that. First of all, paid prioritization can affect small businesses. As stated in a 2017 article by Guo Hong and several others, in which they studied the effects, trends, and possible outcomes in net neutrality. They stated that with paid prioritization lanes in effect, smaller ISPs and companies will not be able to compete with big competitors like Comcast, as they will be put out of the game. Similarly, in a 2017 article by Grace Donnelly, not only states that ISPs will force content providers to pay for a fee to remain on the internet without being slowed down or blocked. Or for instance, let's say Comcast wants to charge Netflix a fee to remain on the internet. If most people watch Netflix, so if Netflix does not pay for this fee, you will not be able to stream anything from their website at all. To add to that, paid prioritization can also affect innovation. With paid prioritization, there's no need for innovation. As stated in a 2006 journal article by John M. Piha. John M. Piha is a computer science professor at Vanderbilt University, one of the leading universities in the US and in the world. Piha states that with little competition in the internet market absent of net neutrality, market leaders will prefer to stifle innovation, seeing as most innovation comes from competition. Since there will be little competition in this market absent net neutrality, there will be no need to innovate at all. But alongside this, we have to realize that paid prioritization is only one of the many effects of net neutrality. The effects I've talked about thus far are only a handful of effects that the absence of net neutrality can have. In reality, there are many, many effects that net neutrality, the loss of net neutrality can have on us, on society, and on you. We need to realize that net neutrality is important because it prevents ISPs from blocking content, from disrupting internet traffic, and from offering paid prioritization of internet fast lanes. I ask you to sign a petition for Congress to reinstate net neutrality for these reasons, seeing that net neutrality is such an important and vital part of the internet. Signing a petition for Congress to reinstate net neutrality means putting your thoughts forward with a greater and freer internet. Thank you.